Today we're doing an oil change on a Yamaha vstar 1100. They made the same bike for about 10 years, so this is going to apply to any Yamaha vstar 1100. This oil change is a little bit more involved than most motorcycles, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. We have everything that you are going to need down in the description below. If you need something, whether it's the tool, the right oil, or the filter, make sure you check it out in the description. Let's hop into it. First thing you're going to do is come to the left side of the bike. This is the 17mm drain bolt. There is very little clearance here. If you have the ability to jack up the rear of the bike, you will probably be able to get at this a little bit easier. Even here on the lift, there's not a ton of clearance, but we are going to do our best here. Again, just 17mm drain bolt, same as you might expect. All right, we already got that loose. So we're just gonna take that out and let that drain. Obviously, you do want to make sure the motorcycle is fully warmed up before you do this. This is going to make sure all of your contaminants are going to come out with your oil change when you start to drain it. There is going to be a washer. You want to make sure you replace that washer as well. I recommend doing that for every oil change that you do. All right, and there's your washer. As you can see, this one is crushed significantly already, would not be any good to reuse that. So drain bolt will be fine to reuse. You definitely want to replace that washer though. Okay, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. This vstar 1100 actually has an internal oil filter. It is actually behind this cover. There's a few bolts that you're going to have to remove. They should all be number 5 Allens. They're going to be here, 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 and way down there. And as you can tell, the whole exhaust is in the way. So actually, you're gonna have to remove your front header in order to remove the cover to change your oil filter. So the 2 header bolts on the front, they are both gonna be 12mm nuts on the header. Ours is aftermarket, so it's actually a 13mm. So if you do have an aftermarket exhaust, just kind of bear that in mind. It might be one size up, not a big deal. But then you do need to get the header out of the way. So we've already loosened this one up. We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way and then get to the oil filter itself. Just gonna snake our aftermarket header out of here. It's kind of a pain in the rear, but then we can just set that up, scroll on down right there. Okay, so now we can see what we need to remove here. We're gonna get our wrench and our 5mm Allen. So bolt number 1. Now these bolts are different sizes, so you do wanna make a mental note of which size bolts go where. I believe the shorter ones are at the top and the longer ones are at the bottom. We'll of course find out here in a moment. So top 2 are the same. We're gonna hit this bottom one in the 4 o'clock position. That one, of course, is slightly longer. So we're gonna go to the one that's in the, let's call this 5 o'clock. Okay, so if you'll notice, the one at the roughly the 6 o'clock position has a different shank here on it. And then this is like the one that's in about the 4 o'clock position. So you obviously wanna make sure you get those right back in the correct holes. Now there is a very sneaky bolt just under here. You wanna make sure you get that one as well. Okay, so this one at this, we'll call this about the 5 o'clock position, close to this, this middle portion, is going to match none of these. So this one is going to be specific here. We'll kind of show this, what this looks like. The shorter of the longer ones is going to be right at the 6 o'clock position here. This will be at the furthest down position, 4 o'clock, and then the top 2 are gonna be the same. So that's how it's gonna go back on. I'm gonna show you here because obviously it's a little bit easier to see it here. All right, once that cover is off, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna pull this back. Usually you wanna be able to try and get it with your hands. Sometimes you can't. You might need to get a set of pliers or just something to provide a little bit of force. Whatever you do, you wanna be extra gentle. Okay, once it's loose, you're gonna pull this back. I always like to inspect everything. This is pretty dirty. We're gonna replace that. You will have a little bit more oil draining out, and then you have the oil filter itself in here. Just wiggle it loose, and it is direction specific. So You see how that came out with this kind of this flange sticking out here. The back side does not look like that, so you want to make sure it goes in just like that. So we're going to let this finish draining. Okay, after you've replaced the crush washer on your drain bolt, you're going to install that and tighten it to about 20 inch-pounds or 1 oga oga. Knock that one. All right, after all 5 bolts are snugged up, you do want to make sure you go ahead and, of course, install your front header. So we're going to install that off camera, only because ours is aftermarket, so it might be slightly different than the OEM exhaust. All right, after you have replaced your drain bolt, you've put your new filter in, you're going to come over here to the oil fill cap on the left side of the engine. And the other thing that I do want to point out is you do have a sight eye right here, and this is going to require about 3 quarts of oil. So after you filled it up to about 3 quarts, you want to run the motorcycle about 15 seconds, come back here, make sure it is perfectly level, and you want to make sure you're in between the 2 lines there. With that being said, let's go ahead and add some oil to the girl. Again, it's going to be about 3 quarts.